Explainer. I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're looking at a genuinely fascinating professional journey. We're going to explore the path of Praveen Urmila. She's the creative force behind the consumer electronics brand Click, and she's actually the recent recipient of both the 2024 Powerful Women Entrepreneur Award and the 2025 Trailblazer Visionary Award. If you've ever wondered how massive global supply chains literally translate into the gadgets we use every single day, well, this is absolutely a story you need to hear. Okay, let's dive right into this. When we look at the incredible boom in wearable and audio brands across the Indian market lately, we've kind of got to ask a fundamental question. Who is actually driving this tech revolution from behind the scenes? Like, where do the founders of these hardware brands even come from? And what kind of expertise allows them to compete in such a crowded, fast-paced space? Section 1. The face behind Click, founder and managing director. Moving right along to Section 2, mastering global supply chains through international immersion. Let's see how this all builds chronologically. While her pivotal shift globally happened in 2011, her foundational expertise was actually forged a bit earlier. She started out at Samsung Electronics R&D back in 2008. Armed with that elite technical background, she packed up and relocated to Hong Kong in 2011, deliberately putting herself right at the beating heart of the global electronics hub. She stayed immersed in that wild international ecosystem for years, gathering critical, on-the-ground knowledge until 2019, which was when she brought all that expertise back home to found Click in India. Now, during that time in Hong Kong, starting back in 2011, Urmila wasn't just, observing from the sidelines. She was totally in the trenches. She took on the massive undertaking of coordinating directly with major mobile phone suppliers globally. She was learning exactly how the hardware actually comes together, how these massive suppliers operate, and what it literally takes to get technology manufactured efficiently. Now, what's really interesting about this number is the sheer scale of it all. 20. That is the number of different countries Urmila coordinated with during her time in Hong Kong. She wasn't just working regionally or managing a couple of local accounts. No way. She was building an immense, highly complex global network. This represents some seriously massive cross-border operational scale. So what exactly was she doing across those 20 countries? Well, she was establishing vital foundational business partnerships in the OEM and ODM sectors. Let's actually take a really quick educational detour here just to make sure we're all on the exact same page. OEM stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer, meaning a company that produces parts and equipment that might be marketed by another manufacturer. And ODM is Original Design Manufacturer. That's a company that actually designs and manufactures a product from scratch, which is then rebranded by another firm for sale. Getting to know these systems inside and out was her ultimate training ground. All right, Section 3. The 2019 Indian launch, moving from global to local. That 2019 vision materialized into the brand we now know as Click. When she returned to India, she founded the company, which officially operates under the name Urtech ClickWorld PVT LT. And she strategically set up the headquarters right in New Delhi. This positioned the brand absolutely perfectly to operate and, more importantly, scale within the massive, rapidly growing Indian consumer tech market. So what are they actually bringing to the market? Well, here is their core lineup. Click focuses on designing and retailing exactly what modern consumers are constantly asking for. We're talking wireless headphones, earbuds, smartwatches, and fitness trackers. It's a highly focused product ecosystem that is centered entirely around audio and wearable technology. Which brings us to Section 4, R&D and youth focus, engineering for the future. So the crucial point is that this is exactly where these two distinct worlds connect. On one side, you have Urmila's deep international manufacturing background, and on the other, you've got local Indian consumer products. Because of her experience, she isn't just, buying off-the-shelf parts. Her industry background directly translates into the research and development of the final gadgets that consumers actually buy. It's this direct, brilliant bridge between global supply chain efficiencies and local consumer needs. Because of that incredibly meticulous background, the brand heavily emphasizes the R&D process. They aren't just rushing products out the door to make a quick buck. The core values they're relentlessly prioritizing are comfort, durability, and technological innovation. They want to make absolutely sure that every single product they release looks good, lasts a really long time, and features up-to-date tech that just flawlessly works. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly who they're engineering these products for. This specific combination of highly durable design and constant technological innovation is purposefully tailored to target the younger demographic. They are building tech that seamlessly matches the active, always connected, and super fast-paced lifestyle of young consumers in India today. Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating final question to ponder. What exactly does the future hold for the intersection of deep R&D and youth-targeted wearables in India? Praveen Urmila has stated a very clear vision here. She wants to make Click the absolute top brand in India. And, when you have a founder who leverages a true mastery of global supply chains to shape local tech and wins major Trailblazer awards while doing it, that vision feels entirely within reach. It kind of completely changes how we look at the gadgets on our wrists and in our ears. So ask yourself this, as these global to local strategies become the new standard, who is really going to dominate the next decade of consumer tech?